Nobody celebrated when they built me.
Families woke up on the morning of August 13th, 1961. And I was already there, overnight, without warning. First barbed wire, then concrete posts, then walls. By morning, a city that had slept as one woke up as two. Some people were on the wrong side when they woke up, their family on the other side, their home on the other side, their whole life on the other side. I was 155 kilometers long, 4 meters tall, watchtowers, searchlights, guard dogs, soldiers with orders to shoot. They said I was built to keep enemies out.
But my guns pointed inward, not to keep people out, to keep people in.
I stood for 28 years. This is what I saw. After World War II ended in 1945, Germany was divided.
West Germany, free. East Germany, controlled by the Soviet Union. Berlin sat deep inside East Germany. But the city too was split. East Berlin, West Berlin. West Berlin was free. East Berlin was watched, restricted, controlled. So people left. Between 1949 and 1961, 3.5 million East Germans crossed into West Berlin. Doctors, teachers, engineers, young people with their whole lives ahead of them. They left everything behind, just to be free. By the summer of 1961, people were leaving in the tens of thousands every single month. So on the night of August 12th, East German soldiers went to work. While people slept, they laid barbed wire across the city.
By morning, I existed, and the way out was closed. Let me tell you what it means to divide a city overnight. A woman named Frieda Schulze lived on Bernauer Strasse. Her apartment was in East Berlin. The street outside her window was in West Berlin. When soldiers began bricking up her windows, she threw her bedding down to the street below. Then she jumped. West Berlin firefighters caught her in a net. She survived. The first person to die trying to cross me was Ida Siegmann. She also lived on Bernauer Strasse. She was 58 years old. She threw her belongings from her 4th floor window. Then she jumped. Nobody caught her. She was the first. She was not the last. Between 1961 and 1989, at least 140 people were killed at my walls, shot by border guards, drowned in the river, died in tunnels. The last person killed was a 20-year-old man named Chris Geffroy. He was shot on February 6, 1989.
9 months later, I fell. 9 months too late for Chris Geffroy.
But I want to tell you something else. Something easy to forget when you only count the dead. Over 5,000 people escaped across me. They escaped in ways that sound impossible. A family hid inside the engine of a car. 2 families flew over me in a homemade hot air balloon. Groups of people dug tunnels under me, taking months. A soldier leapt over the barbed wire in the very first hours after I was built. That photograph became one of the most famous images of the Cold War. Every single one of them was terrified. Every single one of them did it anyway.
I was 4 meters of concrete and steel. Human beings are something else entirely.
For 28 years, world leaders came to stand at my walls. They gave speeches, made promises, shook their fists. I stood. In June 1963, American President Kennedy stood at my western side. He told the crowd, "Ich bin ein Berliner. I am a Berliner." The crowd roared. I stood. In June 1987, President Reagan stood at the Brandenburg Gate. He looked across at me and said 4 words.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
The world listened. I stood. For 2 more years, I stood. On my western side, people painted me. Murals, art, protest, hope. On my eastern side, I was bare gray concrete. The same wall.
2 completely different worlds.
By 1989, things were changing. People were marching in the streets of East German cities, hundreds of thousands of them, peacefully, bravely, carrying candles, singing songs. On the evening of November 9, 1989, an East German official named Günter Schabowski held a press conference. A journalist asked, "When do the new travel rules begin?" Schabowski shuffled his papers. He had not been fully briefed.
Immediately, without delay.
That was a mistake. He was not supposed to say that. But the press conference was live on television, and thousands of East Berliners heard those 2 words. They came to my checkpoints, first dozens, then hundreds, then thousands, chanting, crying, laughing. The guards had no orders. Nobody answered their calls. The crowd kept growing. At 11:30 p.m., a border guard named Harold Jaeger made a decision. No orders from above, just thousands of people in front of him. He raised the barrier. People walked through. Some ran. Some stopped in the middle and just stood there, crying, not believing, touching the ground of the West with their feet for the first time. Within hours, people were on top of me, dancing, hammering at my concrete with picks and chisels, breaking pieces off me to keep as memory. I had stood for 28 years. That night, my end began because of 2 unexpected words, spoken by accident.
Sometimes, history turns on the smallest moments. The Berlin Wall fell on November 9th, 1989. Germany reunited on October 3rd, 1990. Small sections still stand in Berlin today, as a memorial to the 140 people who died there.